Hello, Facebook. How are you guys? Hope everyone's doing well today. Sorry, thank you for jumping on my live. I am sitting in my car. I just got done with work. I'm going to wait a few minutes for some people to pop on. I gave you guys a notification yesterday. I did a live, gave you a heads up that I will be interviewing Chris McNally. He is a retired professional MMA fighter, and I'm waiting for him to jump on here. He's going to tell you how the product has been for him, the results that he's having. Hopefully he jumps on here. I love that we can do this in our car. Chris, you there? I think he's here. Okay. So I'm going to add him, and I'm going to have him answer a few questions for me, tell me his thoughts. See if I can add him. Hey, Ro, how are you? Thanks for joining. Okay, I see him. Let me see if it will let me add him. Let's see, add, approve. It's adding. It's adding. It's adding. I'm excited for this one. Hey, Chris.
Hello, Kathy. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Sorry, I had a little bit of a technical difficulty sitting here in my car, so I'm a few minutes behind.
Not a problem. It's how we live. Technical difficulties is, I think, part of the Facebook journey.
It is, and I love that we can do this. I am in Illinois. You're in South Carolina. That's pretty amazing that we can share and do our business this way.
Absolutely, it's so cool, and I love the flexibility of it. And I mean, it's even cool. It's even cooler because we can do it with our cell phones.
Right.
I mean, we don't have to even have a laptop.
No.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely not. So when you agreed to do this interview with me, I did a little digging on you, and you have a very impressive resume. So I'm going to let everybody know a little bit about yourself, and then you can also add on what I missed.
Okay.
So it says you are a former firefighter. I have one of those in my family. My brother's a firefighter. So,
okay.
And you're a retired professional MMA fighter, mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
You are also a NCAA All-American wrestler. And you were also a competitor on Steve Austin's Broken Skull reality TV show season 4.
Yes.
So you have definitely done a little bit of damage to your body over the years. Just a tad bit, right?
Just a tad, yeah.
So I wanted to, it was interesting because I have my brother who is also a former D1 athlete. And when he texted me, he has been on it between 2 and 3 weeks. And he texted me the other day and said, we definitely have our hands on something good because like you, because of the injuries that he has sustained over the years with, his sport, he pretty much kind of lives with aches and pains. I know he's had shoulder surgeries, knee surgeries. He still is very physical, but when he does get hurt, he said normally it takes him a couple weeks to recover and heal. And he had mentioned that, he had felt better within a couple of days. And I know I follow you a lot and hear what you say. And you had said, a few different times, similar stories. So I wanted to get people to hear your opinion, your results, how it has benefited you and how long you've been on it, because he's only been on it, a few weeks. So,
Sure.
So I imagine we know it's homeopathic. The longer you're on it, the better the results you can benefit from.
Of course.
So go ahead and.
Okay. Well, the gel has changed my life in many ways, physically and mentally. The first thing I started to notice was that the discomfort that I was constantly feeling it's very, very normal. What athletes or former athletes do is we just live with pain.
Right.
We accept that it's because we're not forced to do our sports. You know, we choose them,
Mm-hmm.
but it isn't fun living chronically uncomfortable. So when I came across this, I wasn't skeptical about it, but
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't know what to expect in the sense of how long may this take to have an effect on me.
Sure.
I'm very body conscious and
Mm-hmm.
body aware. You know, Aaron and we also run a fitness business, so I'm very physically active, and we have 4 kids, so
Mm-hmm.
obviously that keeps me very busy.
Yes.
But I was going into it with a good mindset of I really hope that this will benefit me, and
Mm-hmm.
I started to notice results within about 48 hours. I
Mm-hmm.
started to notice that the discomfort in my joints just seemed to not be there.
Mm-hmm.
That inflammation that I always chronically was feeling,
Mm-hmm.
just I don't have it anymore.
Well.
And then I started to notice other things. My sleeping was better. It's probably the same as it was when I was an infant,
Sure.
but I can't remember what it was like
Mm-hmm.
as an infant.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how great my sleep is now. And what's great is Aaron is sleeping even better because I'm sleeping better because I'm not thrashing and throwing arms and violently moving
Right.
around. She said it's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to sleep, you actually are still.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful because I sleep better because you're not waking me up with all your craziness.
Right. Right.
So that's obviously good for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
To your point about what your brother was saying about the recovery, that has been a huge benefit that I've noticed. I didn't notice that right away. That took about it was about 2 weeks in.
Okay.
But what
So
I
what he's
noticed
saying.
was, what I noticed was that from my training, and this is the best way I can describe it, I'm still my age. And so when I work out or when I train, if I train hard,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, I feel sore.
Sure.
I feel the effects of being my age.
Right.
But what's awesome is when I wake up the next day, it's like I've just reset. And that's the way that it was for me when I was in my early 20s.
Okay.
Was I could work out very, very hard. I wouldn't necessarily be sore
Right.
because I was young
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't feel anything. But that's the awesome thing, is that what my recovery from the day to the next day
Right.
is awesome, because I can then go at another 100% the next day, which
Mm-hmm.
it didn't used to be that
Right.
way. It used to take me a much longer period of time to recover. And that's what you always run into as you get older, is it's
Yes.
not that you can't still go as hard,
Mm-hmm.
but your body just doesn't heal as fast. And I've just noticed a very substantial difference in the healing. My mental, just daily mindset, or just, I would say just the way I feel and the way I handle stress is just much better. I'm sure that's attributed to just getting healthier sleep.
Sure.
But I just feel much more level. My energy is much more level and steady,
Right.
and solid and strong.
Mm-hmm.
And Erin's funny because she notices a lot of things that I will have never noticed. She started saying, you're actually starting to look younger. And I said, what? And she said, well, like your skin, like your eye wrinkles, like your crow's feet, they're actually getting better. And I was like, really? She said, yeah. So, I mean, you're looking younger now, and I don't know if I like that, because then I'm always supposed to look, younger, and because she does look, she looks so much younger and everything. But that's just what's funny is, I've always looked older and, just more like I'm an old man compared to everything else.
Yeah.
So that's also something I've noticed too, or that she noticed, and then I said, oh, I do kind of see that. And it's just when I wake up in the morning, I'm up.
Yes.
I wake up. I don't like, it's not like I have to, I don't have to pull myself out of bed. I mean, I'm up. I feel good. I'm moving.
Yeah.
And, and then it's also to the recovery point again. I used to have to foam roll myself every day, use lacrosse balls, and use all kinds of tools just to get physical relief.
Right.
Just to have a sense of not feeling uncomfortable anymore and to remove discomfort. And I don't have to anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, if I want to do it, I can. But to feel good, I don't have to do those things. And so there's a lot of time that now that I'm not spending having to rehab myself the way that I was before.
Right.
And I mean, I think recently Erin has been upset because this is something I didn't necessarily notice, but she said, yeah, now you're getting on my nerves because you won't leave me alone. So libido has never really been an issue for us, but she's getting annoyed with me because now I won't leave her alone. So that's also another positive that's kind of started to happen.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's obviously something that is always good for couples, because I just think that's from a just a relationship standpoint, I really believe that is an essential piece, and we always talk about that. But I think that's a benefit that couples really need to consider as potentially something that could be very helpful for them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We had a girl, a friend of mine, did a vice. Well, I don't know if you've interviewed her or not, but she did a interview yesterday, and she was talking. Her and her husband are both on there, and she said, talking about how they like each other, and going on dates, and definitely benefiting from that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting to hear the realm of things. How you were saying the sleep. I'm the same way. I'm actually getting less sleep, but I'm up most of the time before my alarm goes off.
Yep.
So, and it, like you said, it's a steady, it's not a spike, and it's not a crash. It's a steady, I had another friend of mine, she was laughing, saying she did all of her laundry, and she mowed her entire, lawn before 11 a.m. She's like, now what do I do? And so
exactly.
There's so many benefits, and like with the recovery, why I wanted to talk to you, one of the reasons was a big, we know this has been out for 15 years. People are just now hearing about it because it's just taken to the mass markets, but it was it's been out for 15 years. It's been FDA registered for, I believe, 7 or 8, because they had to go through all the clinical trials and things like that. It does have a national drug code number, so that's huge. Yeah, and we know that it was originally developed for MMA fighters to help them heal and recovery, because I'm sure this, the faster you can get back in there and train, I mean, that's intense, and get back into the gym. That's huge, even for current athletes. I don't know I don't know your age exactly, but I know this is for 25 and older, and there's a lot of athletes that are in their 30s that can really benefit for the like you said, the recovery and the healing time to keep them up to that level. I'm amazed at the amount of professional athletes that I see coming across that are using this and joining the company, because it's an amazing opportunity as well.
Well, absolutely. And, that's, and to your point, the life of an athlete is really, it's never a lifetime.
Right.
The life of an athlete in their sport, whatever that chosen sport may be, there is a window of time that they have. And it's unwritten for a lot of different reasons, but that really is, especially, and I know this is true with most sports, but that's really ultimately what the career length or longevity of an athlete is determined by, is how much of the training to prepare for the event can they withstand as they get older. Because as a fighter, that was what I knew was the actual fight, the event, that's not the issue, because that only lasts maybe a half an hour. But to prepare yourself physically for a 30-minute fight is going to take you 3 to 6 months. And that is training like 5 to 6 days a week, 3 to 5, 7 hours a day. So when you have that sort of a demand on your body, you just don't recover, fast enough to continue to push yourself. And as you get older, it just gets, more and more difficult. So that's what I mean. This gel has just given me such great hope for athletes,
Yeah.
you know, up and coming, because
Mhm.
it's going to really help them to potentially have a longer career and continue to do something that maybe physically they would not have been able to do,
Right.
just because they couldn't sustain it
Yeah.
anymore. And
Mhm.
yeah, no, I mean, I'm so, that's what, to me, it's so exciting. And I tell everybody about me. I've been telling all of my old wrestlers about it. I tell all my fighter buddies about it. And what's funny is that I only am getting like a few of them to try it,
Yeah.
because they're like, you know, da, da, da. And I'm like, it's okay,
Mhm.
because this is what's going to happen. In a few, like I said, about 6 more months,
Mhm.
everybody's going to want this
Yeah.
product. And I'm just going to get to say, I told you so. I told you, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
which is totally okay,
Yeah.
because it really is going to help. It already has helped so many people. It's going
Sure.
to continue to help people. It's a great company. I mean, the business opportunity is icing on the cake, in
Yes.
addition to a phenomenal product and a
Yes.
phenomenal company.
Mhm.
So I really don't have anything negative to say,
Mm-mm.
because there really, to me, isn't anything negative to say. I mean, we are just, and we're only in the crawling phases. So I can't
Yeah.
even, I'm so excited about what the future holds and where we're going to be this time next year.
Exactly. I mean, I just found out about it in July, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's crazy the amount of people that that have joined below me, and
Yep.
um, so that's the other thing that I wanted. I appreciate your time so much. I won't keep you too long, but I did want to ask you one other thing, because I know that you and Aaron do own a brick and mortar business, Strike Fitness
Mm-hmm.
and Training. Um,
Yes.
and so I wanted to get your opinion, and see what you thought about the difference between a business like this and a
Mm-hmm.
business, brick and mortar business, as far as entrepreneurial opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So being an entrepreneur is a thrill, because there's so many great aspects of being an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
What they don't tell you about being an entrepreneur is that it's very hard,
Yeah.
for reasons that can only be understood once you become an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you have a brick and mortar business, the brick and mortar business is in one place, and you have to, I mean, perfect example. What am I doing today before I jumped on? I'm painting our studio.
Mm-hmm.
We're upgrading it, but that's the attention and care that has to be given. It has to physically be given in person,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to be a part of the physical brick and mortar. The phenomenal thing about a business opportunity like this is exactly what we're doing right now. We are on our cell phones. We're working.
In my car.
We're networking. You're in your car. We usually do our lives in our car. I'm only doing it in the studio because the kids are not here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but I would say that the difference is that what I love about what the potential of, the company that we have in the gel business is, it's going to go wherever we go.
Yeah.
Our income just follows us.
Right.
We can work this from anywhere in the country, and it doesn't matter. And, with a brick and mortar, that's not the same scenario.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't mean that what we're doing, we're not passionate about and we don't love it.
Yeah.
But the flexibility and the ability to say, you know what, we're going to, kids, because we homeschool our kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, we say, okay, kids, we're going to pack bags and we're going to go live in the Bahamas
Mm-hmm.
for a month,
Right.
and we'll do school there.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to go and just live down there and stay there. And we're going to give you guys culture and history
Mm-hmm.
about this place. And we're going to get to do all this exploring.
Mm-hmm.
And you know why? Because our income is coming in, and we can work our business from our phone and our laptop.
Right.
And all we need is the Wi-Fi.
Yes.
And all we need is internet. And that, to me, is the mindset that Aaron and I both have, is if we want to say we're going to pick up and go
Mm-hmm.
and just go somewhere, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Because there's so much world to see, and we want our children to see it, and we want them to see that there's more than just one way to run and live your life.
Sure.
If you want to go work for somebody,
Yeah.
go do it.
Yeah.
If you want to have a business, great, do that. But don't limit your mind to having to do something one way.
Right.
And a business like this, a business opportunity like this, these are the types of opportunities that you are searching for, because you know that they don't come along
No.
very often.
No, especially something like this with, you know, with the one product, you know,
Right.
and the reorder rate. I mean, it's obviously working for almost everybody, you know, above 90% reorder rate. You know, there's over 40 benefits from this one product. And, you know, you're not saying, you know, here's my, you know, catalog. I have to carry these, you know, 600 products. It's amazing. And
you
like
hold
you
a bottle.
said, yeah, it's just, you know, and we're just.
We hold one bottle. Look, there it is. Well, what else do you sell? Nothing. This is it. Just this one product. That's all you gotta learn.
Exactly. Yeah. Amazing. You know, I am so excited. And you know, it's men, it's women, it's young, it's old, it's, you know, athletic, non-athletic, it's across the board pretty much. You know, everybody 25 and older needs this product, not can only use this product, but they need it. So so thank you so much for your time. And I'm just letting everybody know.
You're welcome.
If you guys have any questions, if you know anybody that would like to try the gel or is inquiring about the business, again, this is a direct sales product. Please get a hold of me. Please get a hold of Chris or Aaron, or get a hold of whoever shared this video with you. They will definitely get back to you. And again, thank you so much for your time. And I hope everybody out there has a great night. Thanks again, Chris. Bye-bye.
Nope. Thank you, Kathy. And we'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.